Over the last decade, India has witnessed a remarkable digital transformation, reshaping the way businesses operate and grow. From cloud adoption and hybrid work models to AI and cybersecurity, technology is redefining enterprise ecosystems. Now, as networks become central to business strategy, their role extends far beyond infrastructure. In today's episode, we speak with Dhritiman Bora. He is the co-founder and executive board director of Lavelle Networks. He shares insights from his journey in networking and telecommunications, the growth story of Lavelle Networks, and the future of enterprise networking in a rapidly evolving digital world. Dhritiman, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, Sumit, for having me here and for this opportunity. We have observed that enterprise, network has evolved from being a, back-end support team to a business enabler. So this is a very big transformation that has happened, and we are very, very fortunate that in India we got to work closely with many of the, large enterprises and to observe this transformation very closely.
Fantastic. That's great. And thank you for setting the context for this episode for our viewers. Dhritiman, like you mentioned about the last decade. So I will want to talk to you about that. And how can you give me a little bit more details on how you've seen enterprise networking changing in India?
So today, if you see, if the network is down, business is down. If the network is slow, then customers experience suffer.
Yeah.
And if network is not secured, then whole enterprise is at risk of, I'll call it, cyber attack.
Yes.
So that is what all about. It is the backbone, right? Another major reason is the cloud adoption. So 10 years ago when we started, one of the very common thing at that time was all the applications you'll be seeing that is running in a private data center, right? Everything was residing in one place. Eventually that has changed entirely. And the migration has happened. I would rather call it paradigm shift, where some of the application will be running in the private data center, something will be in the SaaS platform, something will be in the public cloud, something will be in the edge locations. So it is distributed across, right? So this cloud adoption is another reason for whatever you are referring to.
Yeah.
Hybrid work, as I have already told you, right? Enterprise now need consistent performance monitoring. Earlier, what happened, things were not that visible. Although enterprise, IT team knew that there are some issues, but since they didn't have much visibility, they didn't have any clue where to look into. So things are changing now, and enterprise IT team demands a lot of visibility, security, application performance, and quick resolution. Those things are changing for sure. The third important shift is customer expectation.
Right.
Uptime is a very big play, by the way. Now, if you look at quick commerce, right? Quick commerce segment that you just pick the phone, you have placed the order. Okay, if I'm talking from the point of view of a customer, if I place the order, an order didn't get placed for some network issue, I just lose my mind, and what I do, I quickly switch to the next app because
yes,
alternatives available. It means what? The moment I switch, other one lost a customer. So uptime plays a big role, right? So customer expectation is also rising, right? So we have to meet to that expectation.
I want to take you back a little in time when you started off the company. It's a lovely story where the founders were sitting in a cafe at Lavelle Road and came up with the company, and that's why it's called Lavelle Networks. But what was the kind of problem that you identified which the industry was overlooking, and that's how Lavelle Networks started?
So at Lavelle Networks, right, the problem we saw was very clear. The network is getting very, very complex for a customer to handle. It's very complex, right? So it was getting complex. That was the starting point that I'm referring to. Now it has become more complex after AI came, this, that, you name it, right? Yeah. So larger enterprises were running hundreds and thousands of branches, all over India, and you know the meaning of that, right? It means different service providers, different solution, different boxes, different challenges, different operational headaches, right? So it was getting very, very complex, and managing all of it was extremely difficult. So we saw that, enterprise IT team were, spending a lot of time in the firefighting rather than getting time to actually, contribute in the business. So we wanted to build something which will absorb all the complexity
Right.
and give the simplicity to customer. Okay, so this is one thing that you call it Lavelle USP. So our solution is very simple, and that is why it is propagating so fast in the market. Our idea was to make the enterprise network easier to deploy, easier to manage, and easier to scale. Right? Scale is a very big thing because see, the technology we are talking about, unlike the previous technologies, this technology is centrally, software defined. WAN is something that is centrally controllable, central monitoring.
Yeah.
So from central entity, you can do everything under the sun to take care of the branches, right? So performance of the central entity, how it behaves,
Yeah.
is the key,
Yeah.
right? And in terms of scale, Lavelle Network has set is USP. That tens and thousands, globally, I will call it the biggest networks we are handling today, and that has become as a market, brand name. I'll call it other. Yeah. So we want to give enterprise a centralized, intelligent, software-defined way to manage their network. Otherwise, it is all manual, right? So manual things doesn't scale anymore.
Right.
Right. So we also felt that many global solutions, right, that are present today in India, they are not, first of all, well versed with the kind of complexity our customers undergoes. As I told you before, when you talk about tier 1 to 3, 4 cities, now today we are sitting in tier 1 city. If I give you a laptop and if I tell you to ping 8.8.8, right, you'll see that, since it is a tier 1 city, latency is 64 millisecond. At most, it will go to 70, 80 millisecond. But it will be in that range.
Okay.
So it is predictable because it is a tier 1 city. Keep going to tier 2, 3, then you try in tier 5 city. I'll
Yeah.
tell you the kind of pattern you will observe, which is really very different from what you see here. Sometimes it will go up to 500 millisecond, 1000 millisecond, then you'll see packet drops, right? So if I talk about US or any other European country, if you run the same test end to end in their country, right, from one end to the another, their latency will be 64 millisecond, at most 50, 80, 100, right? 100 is very rare. So their solutions need not have to take care of all these complexities.
Right.
So when you bring that solution to India, that's not going to work the way customer expects. So that is what we try to do differently in India, keeping Indian customers' challenges in view.
Building from that, I know you often talk about customer success. I just want to know, why is that still, how has that remained such a core principle at Lavelle Networks even so many years later?
Customer success is responsible in Lavelle because enterprise networking, what we have realized, is not just technology selling, right? It is a long-term responsibility and commitment. It is something like marrying to the customer.
All right.
Right. So enterprise customer, normally you'll see the pattern. They don't, once they pick a solution, they will not live just like that. Right. For example, they will take it for 3 years, 5 years. So it is a long-term commitment. Right. So when a customer trusts you with their network, it means they are trusting you with the business operations. That is very, very big responsibility that I can tell you. So if the network is performing well, the business is doing great. Right. It's as simple as that. So if there is a problem, right, it can affect employees, customers, revenue, and reputation.
Wow. Right.
So it's a big responsibility on the shoulder, right? So we have always treated customer success as a very, very serious commitment. So for us, this is a very important thing. For us, customer success starts from listening. So many of the key product development that has happened in our solution, right, it has come from listening to customer.
Yeah.
So most of the time I'm on the field. Our founder, CEO Shamal Kumar is on the field. Our mobile is always on. Okay, even at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, if a customer comes, we pick the call. Customer can never tell that Dritiman or Shamal didn't pick the call. They were not available. This will never happen, right? See, you requested me to keep my mobile mute. I did not. That itself says the commitment.
Yeah.
The mobile is on,
Yeah.
and if the mobile rings now, right, from our customer, I will tell, can you please hold for a minute, I have to attend this call. That is a kind of commitment the customer success is all about. So when a customer faces challenge at scale, right, for example, some customers are having 8,000 to 10,000 kind of locations spread all over India. So whenever they face a challenge, that is the time and opportunity for us to learn. We are always there. We listen to them. We observe what challenge they are encountering. We come back and we ensure that this problem, if there is something we can do in our product, we do it.
But in all your conversations with so many customers, clients, and also in the industry, what are some of the biggest challenges that are still faced by enterprises when talking about networks?
So enterprise today face, as I've told, combinations of challenges. The first is complexity. So as I've told you before, I've already touched upon that applications are no longer sitting in one location. It is no longer predictable, right? So earlier it was, everything was in one data center. So static pipe was needed, one static pipe. Now it is spread across, SaaS platform, public cloud. Then some of the applications will be running on some branches. Right? So it's very complex. Right? The users also are distributed today.
Yeah.
After COVID, things have changed a lot. So there are a lot of moving parts here, and this makes the network management very, very complex. So complexity is one piece that I've covered. Second thing is visibility. I'll tell you, many of the IT team, many enterprise IT team, they knows that customers, their users are having application slowness problem. But frustrating part is, it is very difficult to find out why the slowness has occurred. Problem is in the device, it is in the cloud somewhere, it is in the link, it is in some security solution has created the choke point.
Yeah.
There is no visibility, right? So it's very frustrating. You don't know where the problem is, but you know the problem exists. Third is, I'll call it security. Now, since, as I've told you, that now a network is distributed, it means surfaces increased where attack can happen.
Yeah.
If there is only one or two device giving you the solution, you just need to handle this one or two device, and you have to secure these two device. Now it is distributed across various, it's a very complex ecosystem, right? So it means surface has increased where attack can happen. So enterprise need this strong security without slowing down the business operations, right? This balance is very difficult. The third I have covered is security. Then comes scalability. Right? Today you might be having branches across 500 locations, right? You have adopted a solution that can cater to this 500 expansion, 500 kind of scale. What happens that next fiscal year you are expanding to 1,000, right? Can the same solution cater to that, or you might have to change your solution to adhere to that kind of? This is a very complex thing, because in enterprise networking, it is not easy to change the solution. It's very complex. So the solution have to have that ability to provide unlimited scale as much as possible, right? So this is another thing, scalability. Then comes reliability, right? In India, right, since India's demography is very complex, as I've told you, tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities, across all those cities, it might so happen that my solution works perfectly fine, right? Perfectly fine in tier 1 city, right? In tier 1 and 2 cities like Shah Rukh Khan, hey, can it do same in tier 5 and 4 cities? Can I give the same performance there? Is the key, right?
Yeah.
So there is another thing.
Dhutiman, now I'll come to a very interesting topic which everybody speaks about nowadays, is AI, artificial intelligence. How is artificial intelligence changing the way that enterprises are thinking about networking?
There are many ways it is impacting the network. So I will talk about the most two key ways where it is impacting. The first, AI is increasing the demand on the network, right? So AI workloads require a large volume of data to transact between the user, cloud, data center, and branch locations. So demand is very high. Hence, to take care of AI, right? So we need everything matters: latency, bandwidth, reliability, security. All these things are very important because quality of the network have to be up to the mark for the AI to give its full value, full power. Otherwise, it will suffer. It will not give what it is expected to give. Right. Second is AI becoming a tool to improve your network operations. I will call it, even today, many of the things are manual. So if you walk down any enterprise, many of the enterprises, the support, IT segment, you will see that people are staring at a big LCD screen and looking at the alerts, right?
Yeah.
So if some red alert has come, they will manually raise a ticket, right? And depending on what kind of alert has come, either they will assign the ticket to a ISP or it will go to the product company, whoever has provided the solution. After that, actual operation starts. So it is time consuming, slow, and not very effective. Not very effective, I'm calling it, comparing with AI.
Right.
Okay. So AI has created a revolution in this segment, right? So now AI can proactively monitor patterns, right? It knows that this kind of pattern, if it is occurring, it means some adversity is going to come. It can predict, right? AI will also help in security, right? It can identify unusual traffic patterns, detect threats faster, and support zero trust modeling. So that way you can say AI is both a driver and enabler.
Yeah.
Right? So it creates new infrastructure demand, but it also helps to build more intelligent, automated, and resilient networks. So AI is creating a revolution, I would call it.
Ridhiman, if I ask you to look in the future, crystal ball gaze, what would the enterprise network of 2030 look like?
Okay, so by 2030, I believe enterprise network will become more autonomous and intelligent. Okay, so today network still requires significant manual intervention. So one thing is definite, that all those things are going to change by 2030, and the network will be able to monitor itself, detect the performance issues, and to some extent, based on the automation, it will be able to rectify it as well itself. Right? AI-driven decision making will play a major role. By the way, the network will not just carry traffic; it will generate intelligence. Right? So it will help business understand performance, risk, usage, and opportunities.
I now want to take a little bit of a sidestep. You've had almost 2 decades in this industry. But what are some leadership lessons that have stayed with you even now, even after almost 2 decades?
The important thing that I have learned is, first of all, it's empathy, right? Technology leaders must stay very close to the customers. We need to be empathetic towards the customer, right? The kind of learning that customer can impart on the leaders, I'll tell you, books cannot. So this is because whatever you learn on the field, that is real time, right? It is like learning about a war, watching a war movie, and taking a gun and jumping into an actual battle. So things are different, and when you listen carefully to the customers, you got to learn a lot of things. Second thing is importance of team, right? So in technology world, no one individual can build what is needed, right? So when you talk about a company, it needs strong engineering, strong operations, strong customer support, strong execution, right? So leadership is about creating clarity and giving people ownership. Consistency, discipline, follow through matters a lot, right? We cannot deviate from the goal that we set, right? So these are very key things. And finally, I have learned that trust is the foundation of leadership. Trust with employees, trust with your colleagues, trust with investors, right? Trust with customers, because that is the ecosystem that finally builds the company.
Yeah. What would be your advice to other technology leaders who are building products, solutions, services in India for the world?
My advice will be very simple. First, solve the real problems, right? We should not jump into building a company only because we believe we have a great idea,
Yeah.
right? It should not so happen that I have worked on my idea, some product I have built, now I am getting into market to see where it fits. This is not how it works. It should be other way around. We need to get our hands dirty. We need to walk down the street to meet the customer. We need to get their insight. We need to find out what problem they are struggling with. Come back and think what we can do for them. Then if after all this homework, you come up with a great idea, then go ahead and execute.
Well, words of wisdom there. Dhitiman, before I let you go, what excites you the most about the next decade of enterprise connectivity, enterprise technology?
We are entering a decade where artificial intelligence, cloud, cybersecurity, and intelligent connectivity will reshape every industry. You just name an industry, be it hospitality, manufacturing, e-commerce, banking is for sure, right? You just name it. All the segments are undergoing to a rapid transformation, right? So enterprise will need stronger digital infrastructure to compete, serve customer, and innovate faster, right? So this is the way forward. And India has a unique advantage, by the way. We have scale, talent, digital adoption, and strong innovation ecosystem, right? So we are not only consuming technology, we are building them. This is a big thing. Earlier it was not like that, right? Earlier we were consumers, but now we are innovating. And for Lavelle Networks, this is a very exciting time for us. And we believe enterprise networks will play a central role in this transformation. So if we can build a secure, intelligent, and reliable digital backbone, we can help Indian enterprise to become more competitive and help India contribute more strongly to global technology innovation. So we are very excited about it.
Fantastic. Well, Dhitiman, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, as businesses continue to evolve in a digital-first world, innovation and connectivity will remain at the heart of transformation. With that, we conclude this conversation with Dhitiman Bora of Lavelle Networks. Thank you so much for joining.